Welcome back to the show. Welcome back to the show. Welcome back to the show. I'm Billy, the host. Welcome back to the show. 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 I'm Billy, the host.
Welcome back to the show. I'm Billy, the host. We're in Trent's unnamed studio, joined by comedian and producer of the show, Trent Luzak.
Hello.
And we're joined today by our very special guest. He is co-creator, editor, writer, and masturbator at RAD Atlanta zine. Everybody, please welcome Tim Maggard. We can talk about improv, man. That's a mean thing to say. I wouldn't go out to see an improv show.
Yeah,
I don't think a lot of people would.
Yeah, I think.
But I'll go to a stand-up show.
Really? I just expect both of them to be bad. If I go to like an independently produced show for stand-up or improv, I just expect 80% of it. I'm just there for the magic moments, you know. But then like people who are really experienced in both, I think it's awesome. It's great.
And yeah, I like to do improv. It's fun. I've done improv before, and it's really fun to do. I'm just like,
I hate doing it.
There's nobody like. You can't think of any improvers.
No, not
famous
really.
Or
no. Drew Carey, and he wasn't even doing improv. He was
Wayne
working
Brady.
the desk. Yeah, Wayne Brady.
There's one.
There's some Thomas Middleditch. And the other guy, the guy
Loki,
John Ralphio from Parks and Rec.
Improvers become famous for getting into something that's not improv.
Ben Schwartz. That's correct, though. Yeah, improv. I feel like there's a lot more paths to success than stand-up, but they're all like acting and producing, and then stand-up, you're just I mean, I guess it could be the same, but largely, when I look around at stand-ups, it doesn't. There's some people who like to do sketches online for sure, but there's not a lot of sketch, improv, acting.
Some sketches are better than others, though.
Oh, sure.
Stand-up, I feel like, it's kind of hot right now.
I think all the best sketches are done by stand-ups.
Yeah, but then whenever you see a stand-up like put out a TV show or like a movie or something, it's always like terrible.
I remember when Jim Jeffries got his special, and it was on, FXX, was that what it was called? And what was that called? Anyway, it doesn't matter. He, half of the first season was just like recycled from his first hour.
Right.
Yeah. The show. What's his show
I always
called?
wonder, like, what's the disconnect there? Like, how do you go from being funny on stage where everybody's buying your tickets to looking at something and being like, yes, this is funny, and it's just a piece of garbage movie.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's pretty much, that's what everyone, legit, it was called legit.
Yeah, legit. I remember, I watched that, and it was like mostly stand-up bits reappropriated to sketch.
I liked it. I wonder if it would still land today, because there was a lot of, like, handicap stuff. And I wonder how much of it would be considered, making fun of the wrong thing, laughing for the wrong reasons.
Yeah, I mean, some people grift on either side, right? Like about what you can and can't say. There's people who are like, oh, you can't say these words because they're offensive. And then there's people who are using the word who actually, it is kind of like, okay, man, you're being a piece of shit right now.
Yeah, it's like I should be allowed to say it, but not that guy.
Exactly.
That guy's saying it all wrong.
Exactly.
He's not even funny when he says it. I blacked out when I saw Jim Jeffries. I saw him in Kansas City, and I think it was great, but I don't remember. So that's my story about Jim Jeffries. Good show, from what I remember.
Yeah, I never seen him. One time I got free tickets to Bill Cosby, though.
Nice.
That's a guy.
Did you black out?
I tried.
No free drugs from Cosby?
I actually saw Cosby twice. I saw him at the Fox Theater.
Oh, wow.
And then I saw him at Cobb Energy Center.
Oh, wow. I've never been to that one. I've been to Fox, though.
Cobb Energy Center is nice. I think it's like 2,000 or something. I got to go see Jim Brewer one time because John Chappell booked his opener in Lawrenceville.
So he couldn't He booked Jim Brewer's opener.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
And I went to pick up Joe Sib, his opener, and he was like, "Yeah, just come to the show tomorrow."
Nice. That's cool.
It was at Center Stage. Nice theater.
When I went to see this is dumb. When I went to see Louis C.K. at Atlanta Comedy Theater, my roommate Pat pissed next to him. Just went back into the bathroom and just pissed next to Louis C.K.
Nice.
So
should have pissed on him. Give him a taste of his own medicine.
Sure, yeah. Treat him like a fucking plant or whatever. God, I was gonna say something about something.
See, Louis C.K., that was one where I was like, okay, that guy actually kind of did something.
Oh yeah,
wrong.
In the original, like
yes, you should be allowed to jerk off on the phone with the chick, but not like that.
They can't know about it.
Right.
Right. That's the big.
Yeah, you have to at least tell him you're jerking off first. Like, hey, thanks for taking my call. By the way, would you mind if I jerk off while we talk? Like, that's all you got to do.
Even asking.
Yeah, you
got
to either tell him right away or never.
Yeah, let him know right in the beginning. When you call me, I will be jerking off.
You think you should ask him?
Yeah.
You don't think that ruins the rest of the phone call immediately? Like, I just feel like just don't say anything until it comes up.
It either ruins it, but that 1% of the time is gonna make it much better. Because then,
right? It's that thing. Like these guys send dick pics because they know at some point it does work. There is somebody who's down bad who does respond.
That 1% that's like, damn, okay,
that's fine, I guess. But no one else has sent anything recently.
That'll do.
My mom doesn't say hi much, so I'll engage with the dick.
Is that why they do it? Because I never got the meaning behind that.
Oh, just like random,
just
doing it at all?
Yeah.
Or, I mean, because I've had lots of sexting, but like, I don't know about people who just, yeah, that seems too scary to me to just send it with no interest at all, with no request or conversation about it. No, that feels like something I'd kill myself over, honestly. That's like a just running nightmare of accidentally sent that.
My friends got so drunk that they put a Cheerio on their dick and then just posted it on Snapchat.
On accident? Yeah.
No, they were like wasted.
Oh, sure.
It was funny. I thought it was funny. I got a picture.
Oh, yeah. It's funny to anyone who has a screenshot. Yeah. Yeah, dude. I had some tweets back in the day. I had my best friend in the place I was living at the time. He was scrolling through them, and every once in a while he would stop and pause and read it, and then I would go, "Oh God!" And then we'd get quiet again, and you would just hear like that shutter click noise of him screenshotting everything. So yeah, so there's someone who knows Blackout Tim on Twitter.
Yeah.
That's what I'll call him. I can't imagine every tweet was blacked out. But
I used to go wild on Twitter.
Yeah.
Just get blackout drunk and then just start a storm.
I didn't really.
Old Twitter was great. Like when Twitter first came around, that it was the Wild West on there.
I've heard good things. I've heard good things about all the man. You know, God, what's his Josh. Anyway, he just has a bunch of Polaroids on his. I talk to him every once in a while. I can't remember his name right now. Josh something. He's like Jeremy's landlord. I'm putting way too much out there right now.
Josh something.
Josh DiDonato.
Oh yeah.
So I think he was back in the day when you could just get like 10,000 followers just posting Polaroids. Like that would just be enough of a fucking a niche and now it's like, I don't know, make it fucking do a backflip or something.
I was supposed to
make the Polaroid
chaos
camera
on
fall
there.
down.
I had to delete my Twitter because I was in a band and we were talking with some people who were like helping us and like helping manage and stuff. And she was looking at my Twitter and was like, "You have to delete this."
Oh my God! Yeah, they have
like,
websites.
There's too
for
much.
It.
You can't delete all of them. And
yeah,
I was like, "Yeah."
Yeah, I used to.
So I did.
I didn't want to lose the page, so they have services where they'll go through the whole thing and delete everything for you, so you don't have to manually do it, and you can still keep your. But then it seems like you're still gonna. Then your name is gonna be in a screenshot with the same account you're still using.
Yeah, I had to wipe the whole Twitter out.
Yeah. What are you gonna do?
But hey, Elon bailed me out of that one.
Verified now. Billy Willig verified on X.
Now I just have to pay $20 a month.
Did you guys see his Department of GE? Did you see this?
Yeah.
His
Department of Government Efficiency.
Right, which is Doge.
It's kind of wild. The billionaires are running wild.
Yeah, it feels weird.
And RFK Jr. is in there. That's the one that scares me the most. I like RFK Jr. He's fine, but you can't just unleash power on this guy.
Really? He's a guy where if we're talking about the cabinet's so messed up, I'll say, RFK, he said something bad that I know I'm not supposed to agree with. I don't remember, but I like the food stuff. I really think someone's got to say some shit about this yellow number 5.
Somebody on the same page, but he is old, man. He is.
Well, and you can't really understand him.
He really
That's the bad part. He's just like brutal.
He just seems like he's on his way out.
Cheryl.
Yeah, he's nuts.
But somebody on that kind of same wavelength of hey, we need to clean up all the garbage, plastics, and
there's got to be some of it that isn't
food.
just anti-vax, because I feel like all of that, like food consciousness and whatever, even some of the environmentalism, eventually just slides into white hipster ladies who won't vaccinate their kids.
Right. And
I said hipster, maybe crunchy hippie.
But at the same time, why should we trust the medical industry when they've been so badly corrupted?
Oh yeah.
By pharmaceuticals and just the same problem as everything else is the devil runs it, and it's all about power and distribution of power. And
you heard it here first.
Systems.
Billy has polio.
Well, when you have a kid, right, you then have to decide, are you going to get my kids vaccinated?
Oh, you're a fresh parent.
Yeah.
Oh, this is relevant to you right now.
Yeah, then you have to make a decision right then and there. Are you going to let the government stick needles in your child?
You have a little girl?
And if you don't, they get all mad at you.
You have a little girl, though?
Yeah, I have a girl. She's vaccinated.
Circumcised?
Yeah.
Cool.
The traditional African method.
Oh, God. Oh, I forgot that actually kind of was. Is that what they call that? I'm going to get into
some places,
somewhere.
Yeah. Some places.
There's a bad...
Well, I would call it is genital mutilation, but...
Right. That's the phrase. Yeah. Yeah, we don't have to describe it. Yeah, I don't know. But if we did,
do you guys show any genital mutilation in RAD Atlanta?
Yes, actually, we truly do. Last month's theme for November was Erection 2024, and all of our bio pictures were just brutal penises. One was a double dick, which I don't know I don't know where he found these pictures, because I don't think you can AI this shit. But another one was just a crazy skin grafted dick that just looked like two dicks sewn together almost. It was so... I imagine when things are being sewn onto the old thing and it's all swollen, that it always kind of looks like... Yeah.
Who was it? The guy that RoboCop shot his dick off?
Oh, yeah?
Is that who it was?
The actor?
Yeah.
I had not heard this.
In the movie, RoboCop shoots his dick off.
Oh, sure. Okay. I never watched RoboCop.
Why did he need a new dick? Or was it a brand new dick?
What's happening right now?
The skin grafted penis.
Oh, it was just on the.
I think Billy started reading and got confused.
Sorry, I could have done that with one.
He was talking about the skin grafted penis
on the first page here. We just pick insane pictures.
But whose penis was it? Where do you get these
idea.
pictures?
Not a clue, man. I don't know. Every once in a while, I think they are AI'd, but those might be as well. I don't know.
Do people submit these pictures, or do you find?
No, our editor Craig Whitehorn, he does it every month. He gets us. He's been doing our layout for all of Volume 2. We currently have 5 issues in Volume 2, or is it 4? Anyway, we're on number 17. It's been going about a year and a half, Yeah, it's nuts. So it used to be Pat would draw something or pick something, but every month our pictures are something completely different.
Yeah, there's a lot of pictures. I mean, do people submit these pictures? How do you
seeing the words "beware constipation"?
All right, so I may have misinterpreted your question. Maybe you meant more generally. So everything gets submitted in that. So I submit every month. Patrick, the other creator, submits. Craig has a couple things in there. So we all kind of get whatever we want to some extent in, and then we edit the jokes on the cover. Like this month, there's Cannibal Casseroles, Recipes to Murder For, The Timeless Art of Reduction, A Guide for Criticizing Everything. TIFF for the 25th, Moses versus Jesus in the Ultimate Welterweight Cage Match. Place your bets exclusively on DraftKings, streaming only on Peacock, P spelled P-E-E. So sometimes... So one month I had there was a coupon on there and it just said coupon inside, 50% off toward getting your child into foster care. Things like that. Just crazy. But yeah, so every month there's some ads. This is a real ad. It's a poop conveyance system. I don't really know how it works. And then that's a picture I drew right there. And we have text submitted. Sometimes it's satire. Sometimes it's just complete bullshit. One of these in here, I really like this one. This guy lives in Switzerland. So we got artists in Switzerland, Arizona, Kansas, all over the place. It's pretty nuts. I'm trying to find. Oh yeah, this is an article for 7-layer mayonnaise dip. And it's just 7 different brands of mayonnaise. This month's theme was family recipes, so it all kind of jived with that. The cover is done by an Atlanta artist, Dirk Hayes. He so it's sort of like a Rat Fink style nasty hamburger.
Is it gross out stuff or different variety?
I don't even. Sometimes there's satire, I don't want to say smart, but making a point or whatever, and sometimes it's just trash. Yeah, I mean, I drew literally an elf laying on a table, and then his dick is hanging out below the table, and it just says "cucknog." So it's not all brilliant for sure.
These would be sweet. You ever sell them at the skate park or something?
Yeah, we actually just got a ticket the other day at the old Fourth Ward skate park for selling without a permit. So we're pretty we're pretty punk right now in that regard.
There you go.
Dude, I have some video of them. I start to read the cop his poroscope. I ask him his sign as he's kicking us out of the park, and as I'm reading his poroscope, a fucking guy on a dirt bike just zooms by. It's just riding around, and the cops turn around, or they're say something obvious well, that's the guy being unsafe. Somebody needs to get that guy. And then they just turn back to us and keep filling out our ticket.
I see the poroscopes here. Should we do the poroscopes?
Yeah. What's your sign of Virgo?
Yeah.
I knew that the whole time.
You will be absorbed by the Christmas spirit at the beginning of this month, unless you're not of Christian faith, in which case you'll be absorbed by a show on Hulu miscategorized as comedy.
Classic. Stand-ups love this shit. I'm just... Sometimes, can I read it? Can I read so this is the one that the cops, they were Libras. So, which is season's eatings, regular exercise and hydration will keep your bowels moving. Seeing as how you do neither, use your constipation's gift. Oh, God damn it. Seeing as how you do neither, use your constipation's gift of time to listen to a history podcast. That's so funny when you say it all the way through one time. But I read that to this cop who was giving me a ticket, and then this motorcycle zoomed by. Oh, I could have read yours as well. I apologize.
Embrace calmness, sit down, breathe deep, eat a lot of stew.
That looks like...
I'm on track, buddy.
I don't know if that's advice you need or advice you give.
It's advice I'm following.
You walk the walk, dude.
You do look like you eat a lot of stew.
Yeah. And you kind of do a lot of, I could see you doing yoga at different points in your life.
I think everybody should do yoga. You ever do yoga?
Sure, every once in a while, but not, I mean, the last time I did like a class was, like 2 or 3 years ago.
I just do the YouTube videos.
Yeah. Just 10, 15 minutes.
Yeah, I try to do 30 minutes.
Shit's legit. Your shoulders, man.
If I have time. I like to work out for like 2 hours if I have the time, but sometimes that's not reasonable.
You guys do baby yoga, like daddy baby, mommy baby yoga? You see those?
No, I don't do that.
They have like different. The baby mostly just lays there.
Although baby is it's like a little kettlebell, you pick it up, lift it over your head, put it down.
Oh, dude, walking like this around like a street fair or something.
Yeah.
Dude, you're getting shredded on that bicep, just right there. Oh my god! And then you switch, and I remember being like an early dad, and you just start to lose focus on the baby because you like realize you have a pump on this arm.
Yeah. Yeah, you start doing the chicken wing.
I'm feeling yeah.
All right, I can do this. Yeah.
Oh, I'm ripped. Oh yeah, I have a baby.
Yeah, it's like throwing her up in the air. Forget you're throwing a baby.
Oh yeah.
Now you're just working out.
That thing's got to stay 180 for sure. Cannot be rotating the baby in the air.
But yeah, I like being a dad. It's fun.
Yeah.
It's got
I've largely avoided it myself. but but it's cool. I play Xbox a lot with my son. He comes out for the summers, but my fatherhood has been not the best.
Why's that?
Because I haven't been there, basically.
Was that some
self-harm or like general shame?
You weren't allowed to be there? Or?
Oh, no. It was all self-inflicted.
The long milk run?
No, I was supposed to be there. I didn't go on a milk run, but I did. Initially, I left the mother of my child, and then I was still in the picture for I think 2 years after that, and then I started having meltdowns, and I moved to Arizona to live expense free, and then thanks, Mom. Dude, I went on this date recently. Holy shit! Where the whole conversation was about like me leaving my child, and this woman was so disappointed in me the entire date. I had never imagined, but yeah, real talk. She gave it to me. It was crazy. She just said what everyone was thinking, I guess. But so then I moved here, and when I moved here, I was still kind of chasing entertainment, I guess, and now I feel less inclined toward entertainment, but I still like to have the option to do stand-up, but you can do stand-up in Kansas City. I'm thinking about moving to Kansas City. Just the money's tough, so. And I've been like medicated for bipolar for it'll be 3 years in March.
So the reason that you left was for mental health?
Yes. I think I also just needed any way out at all. And you could just call that mental health, I guess. But yeah, I was just in distress.
Yeah, was that just stuff going on with friends or with your partner?
I was having a lot of breakups, which is not great, just business as usual. But so there was that for sure. But I think largely I just didn't know how to handle having like $350 rent even. I just couldn't do anything for myself. I mean, I was an adult, but it was pretty gross. Not a great life in Wichita, generally speaking. And if I had a great life, it was, on the back of a girlfriend. Yeah. So, yeah.
So you felt like you had to get your own shit together before you could.
Yeah. So then I moved to Arizona, got some routines together, learned how to make the bed, so to speak, which has not always come in handy. But, it's weird how, like, I just moved in with my mom, and it was just chilling, going to work, coming home, having dinner with the family, and
that's good, though. Not a lot of people have.
Oh, yeah. I don't think my mother had really been in
that type of support. That's a good mom. There's no shame in getting some help from your family.
I don't think that opportunity would have been available in. Yeah, I mean, I got lucky. I think my whole family. We're all kind of on the up and up, I would say. Because, I mean, we all kind of grew up poor, I guess. I mean, I'm thinking about specific part. There's just a lot of divergence in my family, a lot of different situations. But, yeah, it was nice to have that. My date informed me that was massive privilege. And it's like, I know.
Oh, was she trying to make some kind of like political point about the patriarchy or something?
Oh yeah, I mean there's plenty of that. And I just nod and go, and you just repeat the facts, and you go, yeah, it's kind of like, yeah.
That's another one where it's like, okay, there is merit to there's a patriarchy, and there's a conversation to be had about equality, but some people are so far on either side of the spectrum where it's like, okay, now you can't even talk about it because somebody's going to be screaming at you.
Yeah, pretty much. I was out the other night and I saw someone talking, and a guy said something about he liked something about Elon or Trump or something. There was just something about their personality or how they would. And this chick just like dead stopped the entire conversation, like this picnic table full of people, and just like went to town on how she couldn't tolerate this. And like, all right, man.
Things are crazy right now.
Trump's not funny at all.
People are
okay, I'm sorry.
People are getting shot at, man, for
politics.
Then, hit the McDonald's, get a sausage McMuffin.
Dude.
Sausage, egg, and cheese.
Don't reimburse someone. Get shot. Dude, that guy's handsome, huh? I said it when they first released like the face up. I don't know why everyone's surprised right now that the assassin.
I didn't think that was the real guy. Nobody thought that was the real guy when they released that face.
I'd heard other people say, and I agreed with them. I was like, I think that's the Boston bombing guy. But
he's back.
Yeah.
No, I was like, this guy's literally the Riddler. There was a YouTube channel that went up with his name. I don't know if it was real or not. You can never trust it.
His vigilante name is the Adjuster.
Yeah, the Adjuster.
Oh man.
But yeah, that would be crazy if that wasn't the right guy. My thought was like, what if the cops were just like, all right, we're not gonna find this guy, so let's just make up a guy. It'll be this guy.
And he's gonna be cute, and everyone will swoon, and he'll be perfectly distracted from when this guy's family makes a massive settlement after he got shot.
Yeah.
Imagine how rich they're going to be. What do you think his life insurance policy was like? And now his family is just like $50 million richer. Man. No questions asked. They're grandfathered in.
Yeah.
He's the CE fucking O.
But still, now your dad is
sure
dead. And
no, I don't mean to.
You don't really know why.
Yeah.
But it is hard. I was saying, like, when they showed that picture of him and he's just wearing, like, the vest and stuff, I'm like, that's the face of a guy that shows up at the restaurant 5 minutes before it closes and says, you guys are still open, right?
Oh, yeah.
Then lets his kids make a mess all over the floor.
I feel like the
it's like, it's hard to feel bad for this guy.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
This corpo.
He's shredded.
Plus, I've been playing a lot of Cyberpunk lately, and it's like, there's some themes.
Top 3 themes in Cyberpunk. Is censorship one of them?
Murder. Murder of
corruption.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, the news was just untimely for me right now. I'm like, they could have waited until I was playing a different game, like Stardew Valley.
Sure, yeah. You're going back over Oblivion or something.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it is interesting, man. Just because people been shooting at Trump, people been wilding, man. I think that's how things will kind of go. Is can you ever see two sides like with the Civil War? Everybody's suiting up, meeting on the battlefield.
I think in 2020, I sort of imagined it was happening, and that any day now I'm going to get a knock on my door and the
Well, howdy there. Welcome to the Confederacy.
Right.
Part 2.
They either hand you a rifle.
We said it was going to rise again. You didn't listen.
They sort of do a head to toe sweep on you visually, and then hand you a rifle or steal all your paint or whatever whatever you can do for them, they're about to do it to you. And I always thought, obviously I'm going to go on this side, and now it's like I just feel like most people I know would just not easily do that at all. That everyone would just be like, nah, this seems dumb. That would be a very small war by people who, but I don't know, maybe not.
Some people are being radicalized, man. But it feels like they're just radicalizing them one by one. Like,
they need another massive event. Like, I mean, I got really swept up in 2020. I was like,
I think the problem is, man, like at a certain point, there's nothing in our society, in human society, where there's like a system that somebody like checks on you and makes sure you're doing okay, right? Like a lot of these people, it's like they got stuff going on in their life and nobody knows about it. And it's like, if you want to go see just a therapist or a counselor or something, you got to pay money to the health insurance companies, which you don't want to do in the first place. And then half the time they just prescribe you something and you may not even need it. You may just need somebody who's like, hey,
you need some good
everything
days.
Going on, buddy. Like,
yeah. You need
some encouragement.
A roller coaster with a big brother figure. Yeah.
At least it's somebody to be like, no, a lot of stuff's going on right now. I need to.
Oh man. Some of the best things people would say shit to me. I'd be like 23 years old and I would describe the world and they'd go, that's not really what's happening. Or like, there's like way more than that. That's super. And, I never listened to it in the moment, but now I think back on those moments all the time of somebody just being like, there's a lot more happening right now than that. You probably chill on that.
Yeah. You think you've been targeted or gang stalked before?
Yes. Dude, I'm bipolar, man. Okay. Or that's what they tell me anyway. Yeah. That's what the meds I take are
That's
for.
A slippery slope to go down right there.
I see shit repeating everywhere.
The problem with okay.
No, dude.
The problem with gang stalking.
It's real though. I
know it is real. I've experienced this. Well, I've met people who've experienced this and talked to them, and I like it a lot for some reason. And so it just fascinates me because really, there's no way to prove.
Billy, are you being stalked by
I'm not being gang
stalking victims?
I just worked at a computer store where we would get rid of viruses on people's computers, so I would encounter these people all the time.
People are really absorbed in the computer.
They just think somebody's messing with their computer, and man, the problem with it is there's really no way to prove that it's not happening to somebody. So that's why it fascinates me, is because it's like, I think they're crazy, but what if everything they're saying is 100% true?
Oh, yeah. I mean, there's a lot of... I don't even know where to start, Billy. I don't even know where to start, you guys.
All right, we don't have to get into gang stalking.
When I was in Arizona, I was pretty certain I had been followed in my car like 3 times, and then I called a guy that I knew would like sort of field my conversation and would understand. And the guy I called was collecting unemployment for being schizophrenic, or disability, not unemployment. But so of course I would seek out the schizophrenic guy to be like, hey man, I think you would understand. I think you're going to get this when I tell you this. But he kind of weirdly like talked me down, and it stuck with me for a while. And I didn't really, and it's not even that long ago, but I started putting it in my mind, and only pretty recently in the past couple of years deconstructing it. But he's like, yeah, well, you have like over 1,000 followers. You're on a few different social medias. You talk in front of so many people every week. You have some sort of presence. So yeah, I mean, there are industries that you don't really understand or you don't know about, and there's reasons to keep track of people and see whether, maybe you said something on stage, or maybe or just generally, it could be anything. You could be valuable or the opposite But who knows? It could be anything. I mean, or it could have just been someone following you in their car. And I was like, nah, it's probably not that. Not now that you said all the other stuff that blew up my ego. No.
Yeah.
No. Not now that you called me famous
You're like
and influential.
honored to be stalked.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, you got a popular zine.
Oh, the paparazzi's here again.
Yeah.
It could be
paparazzi.
It could be Diddy, man. You might have said something about
I mean, I still there's shit.
There's some Lucky Charms in here.
So the RAD Atlanta is we're always looking for new contributors. We just got 17 contributors last month, 6 of whom were first-time submitters. So it's pretty cool. I think it's what I do mostly comedy-wise now. I mean, I still want to do stand-up. I still do it every once in a while. Once every 2 or 3 months, I'll get up on stage. But largely, it's just that. It's just writing and drawing little doodles and just doing little jokes on the cover.
Are any of your submissions in here?
Yeah. So mine's.
The reason I didn't see the
cucknog.
The reason
so there's one.
Oh, that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. But writing?
And then I have some writing in here. It's not my favorite writing of all time, but I'll read it. Fuck
yeah,
it.
Read it to us.
All right. RAD review. New American Spirits packaging. The new American Spirit boxes have graphics promoting recycling. We all definitely still believe in recycling, right? Yay, recycling. The new soft pastel color palette depicts recycly stuff such as a tree, a globe, and that weird triangle thing. Why is it still a triangle? We can't put our food on a pyramid anymore, but the logo for recycling has been the same since 1970. I'm going to go crazy, y'all. Something tells me the Illuminati loves reusable grocery bags. A major implication of the new layout seems to be that American Spirit cigarettes are made with recycled materials. My guess is their cigarettes are wrapped in used toilet paper because they taste like shit and pimple pus on a mirror. A very specific flavor. If you know, you know. When I reached out to inquire whether used toilet paper was present in their formula, a representative of American Spirit said, I mean, that's still 100% natural, so I give the new American Spirit box 4 turds out of 5. So it's a lot of shit like that. It's much more... You know what's nice is like just typing it, and then you never have to find out what anybody thinks about it.
It's a little rebellious. Yeah, I like it.
You like there is no. Sometimes it'll be long, sincere shit before I say anything. I think it really feeds. I used to want to do like one-man show stuff. You know, I wanted to be Mike Birbiglia or whatever.
Yeah.
And now you can do that if you write 450 words. You know.
So. Sometimes there's satire. Is there ever any like journalism or anything?
There's like mostly fake journalism like that.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to think whether there's been anything this month. So we did get the ticket in the park. So we're going to. There's like all these little details, and we're trying to figure out what we're brave enough to do. Because at least I'm going to go to court with my buddy Pat, who got the ticket. And I don't know. I would like to be able to ask the judge what his sign is. That'd be great. And he says he's an Aries. And I say, all right, so this month, your mom loves you. Try being less judgmental this week or something like fucking, yeah.
That'd be sweet.
Just something to get a laugh and hopefully not get $100 ticket, you know? But there's like the address to the skate park is like 830 Wallaby Way, and one of our friends was freaking out like, that's the address from Finding Nemo. They're letting you off. That's not a real address, which by the way is 42 Wallaby Way, Sydney, P. Sherman. But then we're like, okay, but we could doctor this up and make this say 42 Wallaby Way.
Yeah.
Just see if anyone notices or say Your Honor, but in our defense or whatever. But I don't know.
You should tell the story as if it's like part of Finding Nemo.
Yeah, like relate what's happening to Finding Nemo. Like this is like when Dory couldn't remember.
We're selling magazines to these seagulls, right?
You mean while we're in court?
Yeah.
So we're definitely going to write about it this month, and there's going to be, and this next month the theme is redacted. So there's going to be a lot of like the police officer said, and then all blacked out text, and then just the word pussy or whatever.
Yeah.
So it'll be
some classified documents.
Not really journalism, but yeah, I mean, there's some look at real stuff. I've had pictures in there that I just took around the city, stuff like that. Or
that's cool.
So I don't know if that's photojournalism, just taking pictures of fucking.
I don't know. Yeah, I've always like the idea of a zine has always interested me, and journalism too, because it's kind of like going on an adventure, right?
Yeah,
just go get into something.
The journalism. I just watched.
If you go looking for something weird in America, you're gonna find something weird.
You kind of gotta know though.
Yeah.
You gotta be able to have that sniffer for like what a story is, because it's hard for me to.
Just talking to people, I guess.
Yeah,
learn about what's going on.
But the one I always think of, there's a girl who this is just what I imagine journalism is. And the title of the article was just, "I'm a dumb bitch who joined." Oh God damn it! What's the Genius organization?
MRSA.
Yeah,
no, that's like
MRSA, the skin issue. Yeah.
Yeah.
God damn.
Mensa.
Mensa. I'm a dumb bitch who joined Mensa, and that's the whole like. And she just joined it because there are all these dudes who told her she couldn't, basically, and she just got in and just found out that. I don't know, whatever she found out.
I think you just pay some money to be in Mensa, technically.
Is it? I thought there was like scores.
I think you have to like take a test or whatever, but I think you take a test and pay some money, and then they take your thetan levels.
Yeah.
And then,
Is it like Scientology?
Yeah, you get to own your own planet.
They make you lay in a glass coffin and then say everything bad you've ever done.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. See, but that's some shit people need. That's why cults do exist. That's why people do shoot each other, because they don't find their cult.
Yeah, I think they're gonna slowly release that the aliens have been controlling us the whole time.
God damn, dude, scary moment for that.
Well, you know, that's the aliens. That's who's listening, really.
They live in my mini fridge.
Yeah,
I recently watched a podcast clip, and this reaffirmed hearing somebody else say it, because sometimes I'm like, oh, there's more than meets the eye. There's something going on here. Maybe it is like a director, or like I'm in a movie, whatever, that kind of shit, which is very that's some bipolar shit for sure. Delusions of grandeur. But really, when I've tripped real fucking hard, when I go all the way in, it's just it's just one thing, and it's alone. And it's just undulating and fucking turning into weird shit, but it's all just one weird thing playing with itself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything is
no aliens
for sure.
We just are the aliens and
there's aliens.
Oh yeah, I think so. I just don't think they're running anything, because I mean, well, they could still be running things in the overall.
Yeah.
Still a weird explosion of nothing, right. Just one solid object. Liquid, whatever the fuck it is. Yeah.
You think it's just some goo out there?
When I've gone real deep in there, I just see that.
You're
I
in
just
the goo.
See a weird, like a screensaver. Remember those screensavers? Or like turn into a cube, and then it's just that happening.
I had Windows 98,
and we're all in there. Yeah,
I had Windows 95 before that too.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I recall.
You ever play Minesweeper?
I play Minesweeper. I play that pinball game.
Trent's a big Minesweeper head.
Yeah, that's real though. You're either there's two types of people, and it's Minesweeper or Sudoku.
I used to play a lot of Candy Crush.
You pay. You got Minesweeper on Steam.
I have 52 hours in Minesweeper on Steam.
Minesweeper Class A.
Man, you're doing overtime on Minesweeper. 52 hours. You make a union for that. 52 hours is too many hours.
You got to download Union Simulator.
Is that a thing?
I saw a video online of a dude who was like using the Oculus to control a robot to like put things on the shelf at the gas station or the grocery store or something. It's funnier to me if it's the gas station.
Yeah, no.
That might be like jobs in the future. You just control a robot so you don't have to shoot anybody at the gas station.
I have thought that recently. Like, is that what the future is? Is it going to be like some crazy video game? Is that how you're going to get your groceries delivered? Like, you got to drive your robot? your fucking drone.
You could probably do a lot of things in VR in the future. That's kind of scary.
I kind of imagine us, like, you get off work doing whatever wrench turning you're doing, and then you just walk back down a hallway and you just slide into like a little mail slot, and then you just put on the fucking thing and you fall asleep. And then you wake up and you go turn your fucking wrench again, make sure the steam doesn't come out.
But I don't know, man, because then your body starts to deteriorate.
Yeah, that's why you don't have to walk very far from here. It's just some weird outer ship space.
Yeah, you just
outer space ship.
That is. Now I think we gotta usher in the robot race. We're the cocoon and that's the butterfly.
Us being integrated with it?
Not even integrated. We'll just go extinct. We'll be like woolly mammoths.
There are going to be a certain number of things that will stay running for a while, right?
We'll be the dinosaurs
when we go away.
Because humans have to be comfortable, but if you get a machine, then they don't need to be comfortable. They can just fly through space and conquer everybody that way.
Oh God, this has been great. But I have to go check on my car, make sure it's still not a robot.
On your side.
Yeah.
Don't worry, my car's too old to be a robot.
Yeah. If my car's a robot, it's getting stolen. I have the Hyundai Accent.
Oh, the one that gets stolen.
Yeah.
In Atlanta. People steal that one just for fun.
Yeah. Yeah, they tell us it's just easy to get stolen, but I think maybe they're just most easily turned online into sentience. I just have the, what did Shia LaBeouf have? Is it a Dodge Charger?
Bumblebee?
Yeah.
Oh, the Camaro.
Camaro, yeah.
Maybe they're not being stolen. They're just becoming sentient and running away.
Exactly.
I gotta say, I'm not a big fan of the Michael Bay Transformers movies.
The first one was sick, but I was also like 17 years old. So.
Yeah. But I don't know.
It also doesn't make any sense. There's a scene with Megan Fox. She's like sprinting through the desert, and there's just like explosions and smoke and like dirt hitting her, and her pants never get stained at all. Like it's a huge, massive plot hole.
Yeah, it seemed like that was kind of what the movie was about. Was like Megan Fox running through
so hot
explosions, and because all the like robots like beating each other up, the scenes they were kind of boring. All the action scenes were kind of dumb.
Well, I don't know. What's a good big robot thing to you then?
Pacific Rim was good.
Okay. I kind of knew you would have it loaded up because I just watched you and Mello talking about big robots.
I like giant robots. That's the problem that I have with the Transformers movies. They didn't focus on giant robots enough.
Do you like big monsters or just big robots? Like, do you like Cloverfield?
I like Godzilla. Yeah, I like Cloverfield.
Dude, I watched Cloverfield like 3 times last year. Because, well, the first time I watched it was the first time, and then I just watched it 2 more times in rapid succession.
Yeah,
And,
I do like.
It gets dumber, but it's pretty cool anyway.
I do like the kaiju.
Oh man.
Disaster movies. I like those.
You like paranormal or monster better?
Like demonic horror movies. Is that what we're talking about?
That's kind of what I'm saying with paranormal. Yeah, I mean, I guess paranormal could be not necessarily demons, but just some
paranormal.
It could be other things.
Yeah. Definitely,
but it typically comes down to some spiritual evil. Yeah.
I'm not big on like slashers, like Jason and Michael Myers and stuff.
I've never like been a massive horror fan, but I thought I was gonna be when I was in high school. I was like, no, I love Evil Dead 2, and and like Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I think I just liked old movies at the time.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. It just doesn't really get me going.
There's some good horror movies out there though, like the paranormal ones. Those are the ones.
Paranormal Activity in theater was fucking legit. But I just watched it the other day. Does not hold up when you watch it on your couch.
Doesn't hold up. What was the one? The Conjuring. That one's pretty good.
I have not seen that one.
Insidious. That one's pretty good.
I haven't seen that one either.
Like a demon possession or something.
I watched something the other day that was like possessive shit.
My wife likes horror movies, so we watched Smile 2 the other day. It was all right.
Smile 2. Have you watched Swallow? That's like a weird personality horror. Or
no, I haven't seen that one.
It's just this. It's more like unsettling. It's not really I don't know. It's like a thriller. Have you watched Babadook?
Yeah, I have seen Babadook.
I keep getting
that was
told.
Not bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it?
It's a little,
Really, I've heard it's like
you have to have a little bit of
10.
a silly attitude when you go into any horror movie, I think.
So it's ridiculous.
Oh, well, my favorite horror movie is Scary Movie 2.
Okay, yeah.
The Wayans brothers.
Oh, dude, Wayans brothers are great. I just watched the other day. I watched
maybe even the first Scary Movie.
There's this movie with Jared Leto where he's like a heroin addict, and one of the Wayans is in it. I can't remember who. You've seen this one? Oh man.
Wait, the only movie I know with Jared Leto is Requiem for a Dream.
Yeah, that one.
Oh, you watched that movie?
Yeah,
I hate that movie.
Yeah, it was pretty. my buddy.
It's such a fucked up movie.
My buddy, he goes, I watched this, or I had this class in high school that was kind of like that class in Community where it was just an easy A and you're just like seizing the day and shit. And there was an assignment to like have a routine, some like offbeat routine. And he's like, I watched that movie every day before school for like 21 days.
What?
Why? I watched it once. Like, why would you?
That's worse than doing too many research chemicals.
I never need to watch this again.
Yeah, I watched it one time. I was like, ugh.
Yeah, it feels real weird. It feels.
Why would you do this?
It's one of those movies where nothing good happens.
Yeah.
Nothing good at all. There's one called Smiley Face with Anna Faris. Have you seen that? She just like takes edibles and then everything bad happens just all the way down to and then she's just like in prison at the end of the movie.
No thanks. I'd rather watch giant robots beat the shit out of each other.
Yeah. There's usually a clear winner there.
What was another one? Oh, I just had one, but I forgot. A movie that I watched where I was just like, everybody loves SLC Punk. Have you seen that movie?
I haven't, no.
But it's like nothing good happens in that movie.
Really?
Even at the end, the guy is like, he just like stops being a punk and goes to law school.
Damn, is that the mockumentary one?
No, it's just like
That's Spinal Tap.
It has Matthew Lillard.
Okay.
But yeah, like punk kids love this movie, but I'm like, nothing good happens in this movie.
Did you ever watch Go? It kind of aesthetically is like this. Go is like it's like this multi-plot movie where
no. 1999. Yeah,
I'm pretty sure someone dies in it, and it's just. I mean, I think it all turns out okay, but it definitely it's actually great, fun movie. But yeah, it's just weird. It's just weird and fucking violent.
Did I ever tell you about the movie that Sham has taught me about?
Yeah, you told me about it last night.
Bamboozled.
Everybody should go watch Bamboozled.
Is it the animated one?
No.
Okay.
It's a Spike Lee movie. Good cast.
Holy shit.
Oh my god.
Holy shit. Is it a good cast for real? Oh, it's Damon Wayans.
Yeah, Damon Wayans, Jada Pinkett.
I don't know how to say his name. Glover.
Yeah. Michael Rappaport
Tommy
says the N-word
Davidson.
so many times.
Oh man.
But it's basically the producers, but black, like super black. Where
Okay.
it's like a black comedy TV writer who's fed up and he needs to get fired to get out of his contract. So he makes like a modern minstrel show featuring black people putting on blackface.
God damn.
And it ends up being a huge hit. And then it gets real sad from there.
So it's worth a watch?
Dude, I haven't even finished it, but my understanding is the end is going to make you feel real bad about you.
Yeah, I have a hard time with movies that give that feeling. Just like,
but the first half of it, hilarious.
Yeah.
Super funny in the first half.
And then just nosedives into reality.
It's made to, from my understanding, it's a movie that's made to be like, oh, look at this funny joke that we're making. And then at the end, then it's like, but was it funny? And then you got to look at it and be like, I'm a piece of shit for laughing at that.
Yeah, I've got enough of that ammunition, if I'm honest. I don't know if I...
Yeah.
I think I have to constantly reflect on think it's some of why. You ever feel like that with stand-up? You're like, I don't deserve to speak to people.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't have anything to say.
Always right before I get up on stage.
Yeah.
That's why I'm glad there's people who are huge pieces of shit out there. It's like, okay, this guy
makes you feel better about being a smaller piece of shit.
Yeah, sometimes. But at least like trying not to be a piece of shit most days.
Yeah, I find that my self-awareness comes like 2 weeks at a time, you know, where I'm like, you get angry or whatever, you said the thing or you did the thing and it was just, you're backed into your own little mental corner. And then, but it all seems normal. And then and then it just sinks in one day in the car on like a 40-minute drive.
That's why there needs to be somebody who checks on you. So, hey, man, it's been 2 weeks. You still doing all right? You about to post an angry Instagram story?
But if that was like a character in a movie and somebody was constantly over your shoulder, like telling you that you did something wrong, then everyone would think that guy was a piece of shit. It's like you kind of need that time to reflect and be like,
don't tell you did something wrong. They just, I don't know. A good therapist should not tell you did something wrong.
I don't even know if
they just listen.
Yeah, maybe. You know, I started going to therapy when I was 21.
This show is sponsored by BetterHelp. No, I'm just kidding. I'm joking. It's too expensive.
I just, I want to give a shout out to Claritel Behavioral Health in Atlanta. You can get shit for free.
Drugs?
If you're broke. Yeah, I mean, I have medication. I don't take amphetamines, but not prescribed. But but if you guys have any, I could sure write an essay or two right now. Adderall. But Claritel is man, there's a lot of comedians who are just fucking broke and they need therapy or need meds or whatever the fuck they need. And
a lot of people, man.
I got some pay stubs.
Can you so you can find RAD Atlanta online,
RAD Atlanta zine
at RAD Atlanta zine on Instagram.
Submit
Can
art.
you buy these online?
You can look at all of them for free online. But you can also order the paper copies. Yes, and we give away 150 every month. Roughly 150. The number goes up and down, but that's been roughly the average.
You can make like a book, like a volume.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's sort of a nice dream, is to be able to have like a color volume. But
a hard copy for the coffee table. That'd be nice.
That'd be sick. That would be sick, but it is very expensive. It's all out of pocket. I mean, we've got some ads, but I mean, we're in the hole. Every time we print, we're in the hole again until we make the money back. At a market, we sell prints, shirts, stickers, back copies.
Yeah, I see the ad for Dynamic Eldorado here. East Atlanta Comics.
So we got some ads in there every month. People will help us out. A lot of the ads are people just helping, like that guy with the poop conveyance system. That guy's just fucking around. I don't think anyone's trying to call him. I mean, that's really his job. It's such a cool, like, when I sit there we'll go to a market or whatever, or some little festival, street fair thing, and I'll be presenting these, and dude, like, it's like a carnival game to me. Like, I can just flip them around and show people this and that and go, fruiterpussy.com, and like just different. That's one of the ads we had, was fruiterpussy.com. It's hard to explain without having it right in front of you, but it's so good when you got a table full of it and I can just flip to every fucking joke I really, really like, and just, it's great. You can drop all the names, and this guy's sick. But yeah, I do it with Patrick Calvillo and Craig.
A business and you don't give a fuck and you're punk rock. Sure. Advertise with RAD Atlanta.
Yeah, definitely.
Is there anything else you want to promote?
RAD Atlanta zine. RAD Atlanta zine on it's RADATLANTA ZINE on Instagram, and then you can submit art and writing to radatlantazine@gmail.com. I mean, you could go up to like 400, 450 words. That's about a full page if we do columns.
For submission.
But we do all sorts of stuff. I mean, if you can imagine it in print, it could go in there. I mean, we goof around with QR codes and stuff, so you could really, you could do a lot. It's as creative as you want to make it if you want to submit. So, yeah. And then, I don't know, I do stand up sometimes, but not a lot. Mostly for recovery. I don't know why I put it in quotes.
You do it with Richie Satori?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But even that, I haven't been those. Yeah. It's been some good. It's like all other shows. There's some really, really good ones. So, yeah,
shout out to Stand Up for Recovery, Richie Satori, Tim Maggard. Thanks for coming through, man. RAD Atlanta. Check out the zine. And Fappy Holidays, everybody.
Fappy Holidays.
Peace.